Hey guys, today I want to show you a couple tricks and tips to use while you're using watercolors. First off, these are the watercolors that we're using in class today. Each table has two, so we'll have to share. They look a little bit like this if you've never seen them before or never used them before. You have tons of colors that you can choose from. One of the keys to watercolor is you have to use water to make and use the color. Because if I don't use any water and I just dig into this color, it's really sticky and it's going to make a mess and it's going to be sticky on your paper. It's not going to look like watercolor should. So I'll have to be adding water to my color and mixing it in a little bit before I'll be able to paint with it. So water plus color, watercolor. Now, see, when I'm getting the water on my brush, we'll have cups at the table for everybody to share. So if I want to add some water on my brush and I get it out, oh man, it keeps dripping and dripping and dripping. So if you have a really drippy brush, what you need to do to get the water off of it, we don't shake it and we don't tap it, because then water's going everywhere. And my neighbor might have water on their paper. So instead of tapping it, we're going to do what I call the swoop. So if I have drippy water on my brush, I'm going to go to the edge of my bowl and I'm just going to go swoop, swoop. And it's not drippy anymore. So, real easy, one more time. It's drippy. I'm not going to go and tap it. I'm going to go swoop, swoop. Once I've swooped my brush, I can add that water to the color and start painting. There should be no need to dig. If you're not getting enough color on your brush, add more water. So, if I want to change colors, maybe I've been using red and I want to use yellow. I can't just dip the red in the yellow, because the red's going to change the yellow's color. It's probably going to turn into orange and the yellow will never be the same. Instead of that, I need to use my red, and when I want to switch, I need to mix it up and wash it and clean it in the water. So I'm going to probably dab it a little bit, maybe make sure to the best of my ability, make it clean, and then swoop. When I swoop, it's going to tell me whether or not my color has been washed out. If I swoop and I still see red on my bowl, then there's still red in the brush. So I need to mix it and wash it and clean it until I swoop and it's clear. When it's clear, I can move on to the yellow, and I know that there'll be no red that gets into that yellow. So make sure you're mixing and cleaning out your brushes whenever you want to change colors, because all these colors should be the same color when you get them and when you give them back to me. Thanks guys, that's it for today.